everyone, it's Maria here from pepperlyrose.blogspot.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Sydney, Australia. Thank you all for joining me. I'd like to thank those that have recently subscribed to my channel. I can't thank you enough for your support. And I'd like to thank those that have already subscribed and are watching. Really appreciate that also. And those who have also made a purchase through my online store, thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate it. As I said before, I've got 2 children, so any help towards bringing them up or anything like that, or any help towards our cost as a family is much, much appreciated. I really, really can't thank you all enough for your support. Today, I'm going to show you a different kind of well, not different, but it's a 3D box, very simple to make, and it is to house this gorgeous little mini Nutella jar. I found this at Kmart in Australia. Super cute, makes a lovely, lovely little gift. And so I'll be making a box today, and I'll be using the Bella and Friends stamp set. I know it's unusual, but I'll be using the Enjoy sentiment from this stamp set, and this is so cute. So keep an eye out for future projects with this stamp set. I just absolutely love it. I'm using the Sweetheart Punch. This is a really simple project, guys, that you can easily make. You can even store them flat and use them for other times. And these Nutella jars are super cute for any kind of a, you know, small gift, a thank you, I love you, whatever you wish. So it's so cute. So I'm using the Sweetheart Punch with this. I'm using my Night of Navy ink pad, and I'm also using some Night of Navy cardstock, and I'm using a beautiful DSP pack called Carried Away, and this is a freebie from our celebration catalogue, and it runs till the 31st of March. So if you order any products worth $90 or above, you can order 1 free item out of that catalogue, and it's completely free. So if you buy $90 worth of stuff, you get to pick 1 item, and the more $90 increments you order, the more freebies you get, and you get to pick whichever freebie you like. I absolutely love this DSP pack, but I've got to confess I haven't bought the Lift Me Up bundle as yet. It wasn't on my to-have list, so although I didn't buy that set, I still love the DSP because you don't have to always use the ones with the balloons. I'm going to show you how to use the DSP on the other side, and these are the patterns I'm using today. I'm using this Watermelon Wonder piece, and I'm using these panels as well. So I'll give you all the measurements now. So I'll pop this away for now. You will need a piece of Night of Navy cardstock, and it measures 6 3/4 inches high by 7.5 inches wide. You'll need a piece of DSP. I cut mine at 2 by 2.5, but it's just enough to fit inside that Sweetheart Punch, so you'll need your punch as well. And I've cut 4 panels of DSP, and they measure 2 inches by 1.5 inches, so you'll need 4 of these. Okay, so we'll get started with the scoring. I'll bring up my scoreboard. Okay, now on the 7.5 inch side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch. Oops, 1/2 inch, 2.25 inches, or 2 1/4, 4 inches. Oops. I've always been mucking that around for some reason, and at 5.75 inches. Okay, so that's on the 7.5 inch side. We'll turn this around, doesn't matter which side. On the, I'll turn around this way for myself here. On the 6.5 inch side, you are going to score again at 1/2 inch. Should I do that right? 2.25 or 2 1/4, 4.5 inches, and at 6 1/4 inches. Oh dear, I'm going to go back. I cut this wrong. I'm going to come back with the correct measurements on my cardstock. So just hold on 1 second and we'll start all that scoring again. Okay, I'm back. I totally mucked up my measurements. Instead of cutting my cardstock at 6 3/4 by 7 1/2, I cut it at 6 1/4 by 7 1/2, and that is incorrect. So I've got the correct measurements, so this time I will not muck it around again. So we'll start the scoring again. So on the 7 1/2 inch side, you score it 1/2 inch. Okay, 1/2 inch, 2 1/4, 4 inches, and 5 3/4. Turn it around to the 6 3/4 inch side, and we are going to cut at 1/2 inch. Score at 1/2 inch. Two 1/4, 4 inch, 4 1/2 inches, and then 6 1/4. Much better now. Sorry about that. Keeping it real, it happens to anybody. Sorry about that. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to cut up some score lines. So I'm just going to grab my scissors. And on the 7 1/2 inch side, we're going to cut up all of the score lines. We'll start off with that. And then I'll show you how to cut which bits off and so forth. This is a very quick box, so it's specifically for that little mini Nutella jar. However, you can adapt and put whatever you want in this box. It's a cute size and it'll look adorable. Okay, so where we've got a 1/2 inch, we're going to cut up, sorry I forgot to cut that score line. We're going to cut off all these skinny bits here. So we're going to cut that off and that off. So you're only left with that, okay? Then on this one, we will cut that off as well. So I'll just turn it around because it's just easier for me to cut it this way. So cut this off. We will cut this in half up here. And same goes with that one. Just halve it. And then we're just going to miter that in. Do that on one underneath there. We're going to cut this flap off. So we're up to here so far, okay? Then with these ones on the ends, we're going to cut them in half. And then we'll miter that in as well. And we'll do the same underneath. And we will also miter in this 1/2 inch strip here as well, okay? So we'll just miter that in. So now your box looks like this. I forgot to bring my corner rounder, so I'll bring that around. It's very easy, within easy reach for me. Where is it? Okay. Got my Project Life corner rounder. And what we're going to do is we're just going to round the corners on these flaps. So I'll just pop that in there. Whoops, didn't do that properly. I think I need to trim off the score line on this one, so I'll just trim that off just ever so slightly. Just, yeah, it's like a little, yeah, that's much better, okay? So I'll just round that corner. Same goes with these ones. There's a little bit of a score line, so I'm just going to cut up that ever so slightly, and I'll now round the corners. So you only need a little bit of adhesive, very little adhesive. Now I've been mucking these corners up. Okay. Alright, so you've got it looking like this now, okay? So what I'm going to do now, sorry, I'm going to have it like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to fold on all of those score lines. Just fold on those score lines. Actually, I did it the wrong way around. I'm so sorry. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Just score it the other way. Same difference at the end of the day. Okay. Now, we'll have it looking like this. All right, we'll turn this over and we're actually going to start attaching our panels of DSP. So just make sure that the pattern's facing in the way you wish. I'm going to make my patterns with the scallops going downwards. So I'll just grab my fast fuse and I'll just square these on each panel. It's a different way of using that DSP rather than using it in, you know, the traditional sense of it being with the Lift Me Up bundle. You can use this DSP for any project because it's got one side that's hot air balloon themed and the other side is just neutral, so you can use this combination with whatever you wish. So it's really, really versatile. I love it. Okay. So that's the panel done. I'm just going to add some adhesive on that flap. And I'm just going to fold it over. And there's your box. How cool is that? So now I'm just going to close this box up. Oops, I forgot to score that bit. Don't forget to score that burnish that 1/2 inch bit. So you can make these in advance and store them flat, so they're very, very versatile. Okay, so we'll just put in the flaps, pop this in. So self-closing, you don't need to have any extra adhesive for that, so that's wonderful. We can pop in our Nutella jar, and it fits in absolutely perfectly, see that? And I'll pop this on top, so there's your box all done. How cute is that? Now I'm going to grab that piece of DSP, which is Watermelon Wonder, and I'm going to grab the Enjoy sentiment. I'm going to use my Night of Navy ink. Just ink that up. Okay, and I'll just stamp it in the middle. It just says Enjoy. And I'll just grab my Sweetheart Punch and I'll just center it, and I have punched out the Enjoy heart. Now you can pop it here or you can pop it up here. It's your choice. I'm just going to pop it up here just for something different. Normally I would put it on the end here, but I quite like it. Well, that looks alright too, doesn't it? But I quite like it here. So what I'll do is I'll just pop some dimensional onto that. I've got some end pieces I'm going to use up, so I'll just use up these two end pieces. So you can use all the ends for whatever project you wish with these dimensional, so don't throw these bits out, they're all useful. Okay, I'm going to put this on top. Just pop that there. And so that's done. So what I'm going to grab now is my 1/2 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to cut out a little, like a little thumb notch, so that people can open and close this box easily. So I'm just going to grab my 1/2 inch circle punch, or 3/4 inch circle punch actually, not the 1/2 inch, I'll use the 3/4. And what I'll do is I'll just pop the punch in there, and I'm just going to cut out a little teeny tiny notch. So make sure it's kind of like in the middle. I should have done this before I assembled the box, but you can easily do that. And off there it comes. So now you have a really gorgeous cut out thumb notch. Pop in your jar of mini jar of Nutella, and there you have it. See, it's got nice and easy, so they know how to open it. So I love this. You can use this for Valentine's Day, or just to, you know, show someone how much you care, and just say enjoy. So anyway, I hope you like this really fun, quick and easy project. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me or leave me a comment, or go through my blog and go to my online store and use the contact me section there, and that will email me directly, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed this project. If you have any questions at all, please, again, don't hesitate to ask. I'm happy to help out. Thanks guys, and see you soon. Bye.